guys, good morning. Melissa with Wild Bloom Homestead. My nephew had asked me, actually, let's go up on the porch. Look, you guys, there's my gorgeous husband. See if I can get him to say hi on camera. Say hi, babe. He just got done mowing. Okay, my nephew was over here with my mom last weekend, and he was coming out. It was wonderful. He walked out here. He was engaged. He was asking a lot of questions. He was picking stuff out of my garden and trying it and tasting it. I loved it. It was wonderful. But he was asking me, how did I afford all this? I'm going to tell you right now, the garden, the way it looks right now, is very, very different. Here is some snapshots. So here's 2019. (2020). (2021). (2022). And you're with me on the journey through 2023. Every season, it seems like, wouldn't you say, babe, that we bought another thing to start another project to make it bigger, but more for the next year?
Yep.
It's kind of how I think we've done it. I've learned a lot of things along the way. Last year, I did jack-o'-lantern, Jack be Little pumpkins right by my deck. Huge mistake, because they got infested with the bugs, the little squash bugs. And I came out here one morning, and my entire top of my porch was covered in them, and it creeped me out, and I went back inside. Learned how to spray and treat for those, and then treat your ground through the fall so you don't have a huge outbreak. I've still seen some of the critters here and there, so I'm hoping I won't have an issue this year, but if I do, I'm just going to have to deal with it. Because there is not a bug that is going to stop me from gardening. Back to the original point, how did we afford all this? So each year, we would do another project. I would come up with another idea, and bless his heart over there, he would help me move things around, change them around. The big beds that you see, I actually did take them apart once by myself and move them. And then he came and I was having issues with my back, and we thought I was going to have to stop having a garden like that. Well, he decided to raise it, and that has helped. I don't have to bend like this in the garden so much. I'm still bending, I'm still reaching and stuff, but I don't have to do it in the way that I was doing it before. We are talking about adding a step in the center to the garden beds that are out there now. I don't know if we'll get to it during the harvest season, but it may happen in the fall, depending on my husband's schedule and things that he's got going on. But I've learned different things. Like we bought a tomato trellis system. Wasn't good at all for the tomatoes. The tomatoes weighed it down and brought it down. So I have this year done it differently, where I zip tied and did a different shape with it. I just didn't follow the pattern that came with the trellis. I think it would probably be better for peas, but we're going to try it again with tomatoes, and we'll see together how it comes together. But it's things like that. We would buy a kit, we would watch a YouTube video, we would learn a skill, we would adapt it, we would buy the materials one month, and maybe build it at some point in that season in hopes that the following season we could make it better. I think one of our stops was we bought the cattle panels, and we had our cousins come over and they helped us put it around the yard, but I didn't have the garden boxed in with cattle panels. I liked the way the cattle panels did down the driveway, so then we boxed in a garden area. My daughter comes up a lot from her home state, and when she does, she's got 2 dogs, so when the dogs were out here, whew, they were destroying it, because between my dog and her dogs, they wrestle out here all the time. So then we had to come up with a system to block my complete garden in, so that's when we added the other cattle panels. We would watch for sales. My husband does Facebook Marketplace when he's at work and he's taking a break and eating lunch. He gets on there and he finds all kinds of things that we can use as garden stuff that other people say, go buy these materials. Well, we'll find something that replicates that. And we'll come out here and we'll just build it. I think the thing that we've used probably the most, that's pretty consistent now in the gardening world, is the cattle panels. Cattle panels are flexible. You can make them extremely sturdy. You can make them a little jiggly. You can shape them. You can cut them. You can stack them. You can make a cage with it. There's all kinds of things you can do with cattle panels. They're not just for cattles anymore. And I don't know if they were ever just for cattles, but maybe for the farm animals. What they're not good for is keeping your chickens out of your stuff. So the chickens will come through the hole. So you got to put something along the bottom if you don't want them to come through. Like, I'm sure you've seen in my videos, we have an electric fence back there. It's not hooked up. We're not using it right now. But it has helped us, like, add an additional barrier to keep them in their run and keep my garden safe until it's established. Once my garden is established, the fruit that hangs on the bottom, I absolutely let my chickens come in there. They can start tilling. It helps with the weed control. It helps with the bug control. And if they want to eat the stuff on the bottom, I let them. It is their treat. It's their yard. I just have to at least get to where I can have a harvest too. So we share. And I think that's about it for this little garden ditty for today. The next video, we'll talk about taking some of them herbs and doing some processing of it. And I'm also going to show you this really cool recipe that I tried out. I am so excited about it. I made my own hamburger buns. Now, I have gotten to where I'm pretty good at making bread, but this was hamburger buns, y'all. I'm so excited to show you. So, I was so excited. In fact, I had to text everybody in my family and show them what I did. I know. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy some time sitting here with my husband, enjoy our yard, take a break, very sweaty, tell him my funny pink eye story, and until we talk again. Thank you for watching Wild Blue Monster.